Right, so you want to play some decks, but you're broke. You got a big brain and you can hit legend, but you got no dust. Well, I got you here. I got 5 cool decks that are pretty budget, all right? Now, I'm not necessarily recommending you craft any of these, and the meta is probably gonna get shaken up. I think there's a nerf on the way, maybe like this week or something. So still, be careful, but a lot of people they're hounding me for budget options. So I'm gonna throw 5 at you. If you have the cards, make it. If you don't, maybe there's a couple pieces that are really, really good crafts that maybe you're willing to splurge on. Anyway, let's get into it. First, let's start with this budget face hunter. I got this one from the competitive HS subreddit, and supposedly this guy's been killing it with this stone tusk boar face hunter deck. Now, it kind of takes a page from the book of the OTK Lerox King Crush build, but instead it uses it on boars. Boars kind of similar to Crush, I guess. You can pull them with the Scavenger's Ingenuity, which makes them a 4/4 with charge, a 1 mana 4/4 with charge. Then you can copy that with your Ramekin Wild Tamer. You can buff it up even more with the Scrap Shot, hit it with the Hunting Party, and next thing you know, you just got a ton of little boars, and they can hit your opponent in the face and do a lot of damage. On top of that, you got the Kill Command, you have Eagle Horn Bow for even more pressure, explosive traps, and yeah, it's really cool. I got wrecked by this today on ladder, and only 1,480 dust. That's pretty good. You should have most of these cards, I think. Now, these decks aren't really in order of I guess, well, they're no order at all. Let's just talk about this budget spell druid, okay? I call it budget spell druid. It's not really that budget. It's one of what I think is the best decks in the game right now, and it's just not that expensive. Now, it kind of looks expensive at 3,900 dust here, but you should have Kael'thas for free. So deducting 1,600 dust from this puts us at 2,300, and I feel like most of these cards are actually pretty good. You might have a few of these. The Mount Sellers, they are rare. The Overflow, rare as well. There's a couple other rare cards in here, I think. The biggest expense here being the Glowfly Swarm. Now, this is an epic card. I do think it's going to be seeing play in Druid until it rotates in 2 years. So if you plan on playing Hearthstone for a couple years, you want to play Token Druid, you like the playstyle, it intrigues you, I think Glowfly Swarm is probably a solid craft. So if you have Overflow and you already have the Mount Sellers, I recommend trying this out. One of the best decks in the game, been seen at High Legend, just crushing it. Unless they somehow nerf Kael'thas, which they might, or somehow nerf Glowfly, which I think they should. This deck is going to continue to crush it. So again, maybe I release this video and a couple days later they announce a nerf on these cards, and yeah, so be careful with crafting any of these. All right, this one probably one of the safer options, a budget tempo Demon Hunter. Now, a lot of these cards you actually just get straight up for free. What don't you get? I don't think you get Skull of Gul'dan, and there's a couple other ones, but I think most of these are from the classic set. Demon Hunter is just super, super good in general. You could probably find a Demon Hunter deck that's just going to perform really, really well for you. This one being the most budget version that I could find. There's a much stronger tempo build, but this one's really cheap and it does pretty well even at higher ranks. I think the questing adventure is quite a bit of fun because you have so many cheap things to do. You throw the questing adventures, maybe a couple twin slice, twin slice, second slice, or whatever. Play your sigil runners, just keep cycling through, play your Skull of Gul'dan with your cheap cards, and you just make a huge questing adventure, and maybe you slap them in the face a couple times. That seems pretty fun. So yeah, Demon Hunter, you're probably already playing Demon Hunter if you're a budget player, so maybe you don't really need this. But yeah, just throwing it out there that Demon Hunter is really strong. All right, we got a budget Totem Shaman. Okay, this one's pretty budget, 2,180 dust, right? But huge caveat here. Splitting Axe is an epic card, and it's very, very niche. It's not really used in Shaman, aside from Totem Shaman, which has kind of been a meme, and I think people thought it was going to be a meme, although right now it's actually doing some work. Again, another thing here, I personally think this deck is not great. I think it's pretty bad. It's doing well right now because a lot of players don't really expect it. They see a totem, they're thinking, I could leave that up a turn, I'll kill it later. But as soon as they realize, hey, I should kill that evil totem, like I should coin SA7 agent and kill that evil totem. Or, oh, maybe I should, remove that mana tide. Like I got to expend my resources to kill that mana tide. People are going to start killing the totems so you can't duplicate them. And once they figure that out, I think it's going to be hard to stick things. I was playing this earlier today. I just could not stick a totem. I lost like 4 games in a row. And yeah, but maybe at lower ranks, or maybe you just have the cards for some reason you have Splitting Axe, you can play this. But I don't really recommend crafting Splitting Axe. Maybe this archetype will actually be decent, even though I don't think it will. And then maybe you will want to create Splitting Axe, but if you're a budget player, don't make Splitting Axe. And also, I don't think you want to play this deck without Splitting Axe. So it's kind of a weird one to include here, but I thought I would do that. All right, we got budget Zoo here. Zoo, Warlock, always a strong archetype. Usually budget as well. That is no different in this situation. Now this list runs the Frenzied Fellwings over Ebonlock and what's the other card? Maiev. So if you have Maiev or you have Ebonlock, drop the Fellwings for that. And then this is pretty much Galen's Zoo lock. Also, you have a Dark Glare. I think I'd prefer a Dark Glare over the Fellwings, but this list should do fine. The play style, how you play this is really going to change your win rate a lot. You don't want to be playing 1-drops on 1, contrary to how Zoo normally plays and how the list kind of looks. You want to be keeping your hand of Gul'dan, and then you want to be discarding that, and you want to be getting that Scrap Imp down really quick so you can buff all your cards. So your main goal, get a lot of cards, play the Scrap Imp, buff all the cards, play another Scrap Imp, maybe not, and then fly those bad boys on a Carpet, right? Just straight to victory. Carpet is an epic card. If you don't have Carpet, it's seen playing a lot of lists. If you do like Zoo a lot, it might be worth the craft. And it sees play in a lot of decks, actually. So yeah, if the only cards you're missing is Carpet, it might be worth. Do I recommend playing this list without Carpet? Maybe, not really, honestly. I mean, at lower ranks, you can get away with not playing Carpet, but at maybe even 10 and higher. Oh God, 10 isn't a rank. Maybe at like Plat and higher, you're probably gonna want Carpet. Wait, was that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. Okay, I covered all 5 already. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Budget decks, always weird for me to make a video on because there's going to be nerfs around the corner, and I don't really want to advocate crafting anything because of the nerfs. I don't want people, yelling at me, or maybe they just think these decks aren't great, but this is targeted towards newer players, I would say. If you're trying to hit Legend, yeah, you might need like a full-fledged deck, right? But if you're a new player, your budget, you might just be trying to hit gold or something, right? You might just be a bronze player or a silver player, and you just want to slowly improve your collection and play a decent list. So that's what this is targeted at, not you people who are always Legend, you got big brain. So yeah, that's it. Good luck on ladder and stay hydrated.